If you're someone who spends most of the day sitting, whether at a desk, in your car, at home, or just not moving much, there's a high chance your body has quietly adapted to that seated lifestyle. Over time, it becomes surprisingly efficient at sitting, but not in a good way. Certain muscles shut down or weaken, while others tighten up or work overtime to compensate. And when you combine that with how most people just sit still but tend to slouch, lean to one side, or twist into comfortable positions, the body slowly starts to reshape itself. This leads to muscular imbalances and postural issues that creep in when you're standing, walking, or even working out. One of the most common outcomes of this is a posture where your head juts forward, your mid-back rounds, shoulders cave in, and your lower back arches too much due to a forward tilt in your pelvis. It's not just an aesthetic issue, it can cause real discomfort. Many people also develop one-sided tightness due to consistently leaning or slouching more to one side, which throws off balance and can lead to pain in the neck, shoulders, or lower back. These imbalances can even mess with your ability to perform exercises properly in the gym or stay comfortable while moving throughout the day. But here's the good news. You can absolutely reverse this pattern. The secret lies in understanding that these postural issues are primarily caused by specific muscles becoming weak and underused, while others become tight and overworked. Once you know that, the solution becomes clear target, the problem areas with the right kind of movement. That's why I'm going to share 2 simple corrective routines with you today. Each one takes just 5 minutes, can be done anywhere, and is designed to restore mobility, activate weak muscles, and fix those common asymmetries. One routine will focus on the upper body, while the other will tackle the lower body. And after we go through each routine, I'll also explain exactly how to fit them into your daily schedule. Let's start with the upper body. The first movement is called over and backs, and it's a fantastic way to open up your chest and shoulders. You can use a towel or a resistance band, whatever you have on hand. Start with a wide grip. Pull the towel or band slightly apart to create tension, then slowly raise it up and over your head and as far back as you comfortably can. Keep your arms straight the whole time. Once it goes behind your back, focus on pulling your hands outward. The goal here is to stretch those tight chest muscles that have been pulling your shoulders forward. As your mobility improves, you can slowly narrow your grip for a deeper stretch. Next, we move into a position known as the cobra pose. This is one of the most effective full-body stretches for people who sit often. Why? Because it counteracts nearly every joint angle involved in sitting. To do it properly, lie on your stomach with your feet about hip-width apart, toes down, and hands placed under your shoulders. At first, tighten your quads so your knees lift slightly off the ground. Then, bring your shoulder blades down and back as you gently lift your upper body by engaging your mid and lower back muscles. Don't force it with your arms. Let your spine do the work. Hold this extended position for a few deep breaths before easing back down and repeating. Now, let us address some of those one-sided imbalances that can develop when you lean or twist to one side while sitting. This can cause the muscles on that side, like your quadratus lumborum, to tighten and pull your body slightly out of alignment. Standing side reach is a great way to work on this. Place one hand on your hip and extend the other arm up and slightly back behind your body at an angle. Stretch toward the ceiling and experiment with the direction until you feel a deep pull in your side. Hold for 5 to 10 seconds, then repeat a few times. You'll probably notice one side feels tighter. That's your cue to spend more time there. We'll finish the upper body routine with wall slides combined with chin tucks. These target weak lower traps and deep neck flexors, 2 muscle groups that get switched off from prolonged sitting. Stand with your back flat against a wall. Your upper and lower back should both be in contact if possible. Slowly raise and lower your arms against the wall in a controlled sliding motion. While doing this, press the back of your head into the wall and perform chin tucks, like you're giving yourself a double chin. You should feel your upper back working and the front of your neck activating. This combo helps correct forward head posture and that rounded upper back. If wall slides are too difficult at first, try doing shoulder W's instead for an easier variation. Now let's switch focus to the lower body. We'll begin with thoracic rotations to improve mid-back mobility, which tends to get restricted from prolonged sitting. Sit your hips back in a child's pose position. Place one hand on the floor in front of you and the other behind your head. Slowly rotate your elbow down toward the floor, Then lift it up toward the ceiling while watching it with your eyes. Should feel a nice stretch through your mid-back. Perform a few controlled reps on each side. Next, we'll tackle tight hip flexors, which pull your pelvis forward and cause excessive arching in your lower back. Start with a basic kneeling hip flexor stretch. The key is in the setup contract. Your glutes and abs to posteriorly tilt your pelvis, then gently lean forward. If you skip that initial pelvic adjustment, you'll miss the stretch entirely. Hold this stretch for about 10 deep breaths, then switch sides. From here, we go into a more advanced stretch to open up the hips even further and introduce external rotation. You can use a couch or any low platform. Cross one leg onto it while extending your other leg straight back. Place your hands on your foot and knee and slowly hinge forward at your hips until you feel a strong stretch in your glutes and hip. Hold here and explore slight movements to enhance the stretch. You'll likely notice one side is tighter than the other, especially if you often cross your legs when sitting. Again, spend more time on the tighter side. Finally, we'll finish with glute bridges to wake up and strengthen your glutes muscles that are often asleep after hours of sitting. Lay on your back with knees bent and feet flat. Tilt your pelvis backward by squeezing your glutes and abs. Then thrust your hips upward while keeping your spine neutral. Squeeze your glutes at the top, then return down with control. Once this gets easier, you can progress to single leg bridges to address any left-right strength imbalances. But remember, this only works well if you do the earlier stretches first. Tight hip flexors can actually shut down glute activation, if not released first. To recap, you now have 2 full 5-minute routines, one for the upper body and one for the lower, that you can use to counteract the effects of sitting. Ideally, research suggests taking short breaks every 50 to 60 minutes for peak productivity, so these routines are a perfect fit for that schedule. Alternate between the two every hour, or at the very least, do each one once a day. Twice is even better if you're sedentary for long periods. Keep in mind, though, that sitting itself isn't the only issue. You can have postural problems even if you stand all day. The real danger is staying in one position too long, neglecting posture, and not moving frequently enough. If you commit to these routines consistently and remain mindful of your movement throughout the day, you'll notice powerful changes, not just in posture, but in how you feel, how you move, and how you perform in everything from workouts to daily life.